Irfan Razack, he is the chairman managing director at the Prestige Group, joins in to talk about what's going on in real estate, high interest rates, pricing, and so much more. Thank you so much for taking time out. Now, after several years, that bounce back is very evident in the real estate space. I just want to understand what you're experiencing on ground. Do you see this momentum continuing? What are some of the lead indicators that you believe will support this?
Good morning. Yes, you rightly said, the mood is good. People are committing themselves. There's a lot of demand. And I think it's basically because the pent-up demand was there right from the beginning. And now people have realized that they need to buy the house. There's a need. And that need is being fulfilled with good products. Of course, the product has to be good. The location has to be good. And at the same time, we have to make sure even the pricing is absolutely right. So if you get that mix right, I believe that business will go on. And but the traction on ground is excellent. I think the demand is continuing, not only in Bangalore, but in all the cities that we operate in, including cities like Mumbai.
There's been an election cycle in state of Karnataka. There is a slowdown which is happening in the IT sector. Startup world is not hiring. Companies are not paying full variable pay. Since you have a large presence in Karnataka and Bangalore, what would be the indirect impact of both these sudden factors at play?
See, I mean, these are something that we can't read just like that. Basically, if you ask me, there is still demand for office space. There's take-up of office space in Bangalore also. And that indirectly or directly means that there is more job creation. There are more jobs that are going to happen because that many seats will be created for the IT space. Or see, if it's not IT, it's ITES. If it's not ITES, it's banking. But some of the other businesses are coming to India. And I think Bangalore, of course, is a preferred pick along with many of the IT cities that are there, like Pune, Hyderabad, all of the cities that are, even Chennai for that matter. And in all these cities, the leasing is pretty robust in the sense that it's come back to its old things, especially if you ask me, what happens is that the slowdown that was there during COVID, that has really gone. Then people are coming back to work. You see, now the campuses are full. There was a time when we had a huge campus where 50,000 people used to work or 100,000 people used to work. And at the COVID and post-COVID period, there was hardly anybody. It was a ghost-like feel. But now it's back to its brim. People are going to work, and that's a very good sign. And I believe that is something to do. And of course, now with the political elections and all that being behind us, there'll be a lot more focus on better infrastructure, especially in Bangalore. And I'm sure the new government will try and do whatever they have to do and probably sort of continue with the activities that was there happening for infra.
So we should not connect the slowdown in IT to Prestige demand in Bangalore. You think they both are independent?
I mean, if there's a job loss, yes, there will be. But so far, I don't see that happening. So far, people are pretty confident whether they are working from home or from office on a hybrid model. But it is pretty robust here. That's the indicator that we have on ground. And I think this trend is likely to continue for a few more quarters and maybe build on it because, see, with the world being in the turmoil, a lot more work is going to come towards India. And that is the hope that we are living on because the India is probably in terms of delivery, in terms of cost, in terms of everything else, is the best option for anyone else internationally.
I also want to draw your attention to the latest news reports that's doing round, and that's the fact that Karnataka government may plan to hike the property guidance value of the real estate sector by 10 to 30%, and this would mean if the hike is so drastic, there would be a fall in the property market value as well, and this is after the fact that the government earlier had given a rebate, etc. as well on account of COVID-19. What's the probability do you see of this, and what will be the impact on the real estate sector in Karnataka?
No guesses on that. The newly elected government is just come in, they have let them get their bearings. And I don't think any drastic steps will be taken. Yes, wherever there's a correction that's needed, where a guidance value is much lower than the market value, obviously they will do the correction. But I think that's a part of the whole process. And many a time when the guidance value is much higher than the market value, the government has been open and they have reduced the guidance value. So it's an ongoing process, and I wouldn't give too much credence to that.
Look at the global headline, and again, I know I'm comparing different markets here, but there is a lot of stress in global and developed market commercial real estate. That is not the trend in India. Do you
No,
think
no,
that's not the trend in India?
Yes, because globally, yes, we are also looking at it very, very closely. Internationally, there are a lot of buildings that are vacant, and there are a lot of vacancies internationally. But this is what gives us the confidence. Yes, we won't be going completely out of target trying to build as much as we can, no. But we will also be doing this in a properly measured way. But at the same time, we are assessing the demand, and based on the demand, we are building. And I believe that the opportunity lost somewhere is an opportunity for us in India. And I think the Indian commercial real estate will sustain as long as they do a good job and deliver a great product.
Could that have an impact on future flows? For example, P investors, large commercial real estate developers, companies like Blackstone and Brookfield who invested in the real estate sector in India, the commercial real estate sector in India. When their back home investments are drying up, could this have an impact on the fresh investments in the Indian commercial real estate, and that in a sense could create a demand-supply imbalance?
The good news is the Blackstones and the Brookfields and the CPPIBs and all the other PE investors, including JIC, are looking at India big time. They are looking at opportunities all the time, every time. In fact, like you said, we just concluded one large transaction with Blackstone and also a deal with CPPIB. But they are looking at more opportunities. While something would have, some money would have dried up for them in certain pockets, here they are looking for more opportunities. Like currently, even Blackstone did the retail REIT, and I think it's to list today or on Monday, and it got oversubscribed 6.5%. Even our company holds for a 4.3 or 4.4% of that REIT by virtue of not divesting 100% of our portfolio. So that's a thing, and there is a valuation that will come. And these funds are definitely looking at India, and the biggest opportunity for them is here, and that will continue.
Well, yes, you're absolutely right. The Nexus REIT is going to list today, and the indications are it's going to list on the positive side, given the fact that the oversubscription, etc., is something that worked out well. But just wanted to, scratch that point further. When it comes to your retail portfolio, after selling 2/3 of it a few years ago, you're now looking at rebuilding that. Could you talk to us about what's the pipeline in terms of what are the malls that you're expected to come up with in the next 12 to 24 months?
See, we started our retail journey building malls in 2004, and probably I think, and I'm sure that we built India's first organized retail center that was the Forum, under the Forum brand. And we built 8 of them, and then these were divested to Nexus, that is Blackstone. We divested 85% of our portfolio. That's why I said we are holding 3.5% of the entire bigger basket. And having done that, what we are doing now is, you see, because the younger generation's expectations, the requirements keep changing. So now we recently opened our largest mall in Bangalore, in South Bangalore. That is the Prestige Forum Falcon City. And that has done amazingly well. We were quite humbled with the type of footfall that we got in the first few months, and over 1 million people have visited the mall in just a few months. And that shows that there is demand for retail. There is people are wanting to get out and having the experience. And what we did is we came out with a brand new product. The look, feel, everything was catering to the now next gen, the younger crowd. So that is what is fueling this. And then, of course, we are opening a mall now in next month in Kochi. And I think we are looking at building our portfolio back again. We'll soon be, in the next 3 years, at least we'll be having 11 operating malls in various cities across the country and about 10 million square feet. And this will grow. I mean, we are not going to stop there. And ultimately, yes, if you have to get your cash out at some point of time, or you have to get some equity, we will do that. I mean, after all, all business is all about internal accruals, debt, equity, all of it. At the same time, we would like to build this portfolio in a better, bigger manner and create this social infrastructure, because there's a huge opportunity in the country for retail. And more than back from 2004 to now, another major thing is there are lot more brands that have come in, both homegrown brands as well as international brands that have entered the country. And that is a huge offering for the youngsters. And it's a overall offering. It's just not about shopping. It's about the experience of food and beverage, about entertainment, cinema, all of it. So all rolled into one with the proper experience is what people are looking for. And that is what Prestige is planning to do under the Forum brand.
Okay, Mr. Razack, on that positive note, we let you go. Appreciate you joining us on the show this morning.